first reading, the prophet Elijah goes on a journey. On Friday morning, I woke up and went on a journey myself. I said I just returned from Monterrey, Mexico at 2 o'clock this morning. Let me tell you about my journey, and we'll see if it's not similar to Elijah's journey or to the journey of any of us who woke up this morning. So on Friday morning, I woke up and I said to myself, I'm going to drive to the Mexican border, so I better have something to sustain me. So I picked up a breakfast bar and a bottle of water, and I hit the road. You find yourself doing that in the morning, grabbing something to eat, something to drink, and beginning your day. It got me to the border, that breakfast bar did. Wasn't going to get me much farther than the border. You follow me? So we stopped at the border, walked across the border, got to the bus station, and I said, ooh, I love lemon cookies, so I'll pick up some lemon cookies and something to drink, right? And that got me to Monterrey. Follow me? Think about your own life. Hasn't your own life been similar? Where one meal takes you so far, but then what happens? You start feeling hungry and thinking, where am I going to find something to eat? You find something to eat, you find something to drink, and that carries you through, hopefully, to the next meal. How old are you? You spent how many years going from one meal to the next, to the next, to the next, nourishing yourself every day to be able to sustain you on this journey to today. Amen? And unless you have plans to check out from this earth, like Elijah in today's first reading, unless you have plans to check out, I have news for you. You better be thinking eventually about what you're going to eat and drink. In today's first reading, Elijah is in the middle of the desert. Did he have anything to eat or to drink? No, which is why he was thinking about dying. Lord, go ahead and take me right now. This is as good a time as any rather than have me suffer and eventually die of hunger or thirst here in the desert. Take me now, Lord. And what happened in today's first reading? Did God allow him to die? God gave him his next meal, literally, which is what? A hearth cake, bread baked on stone, and a jug of water. And what did Elisha do with that food? He walked for 40 days and 40 nights until he got his next meal. Wow. That's quite a story. It's quite a story. It's a story of nourishment, of God taking care of us. Amen? God took care of Elijah, and in today's gospel, it's another story of nourishment. What does Jesus say that God gives us? Does God give us a breakfast bar and a bottle of water? No, he says, eat my flesh and drink my what? Blood. Because all who eat my flesh and drink my blood will be like Elijah. They'll keep going forever. That's serious nourishment. That's serious nourishment. Brothers and sisters, for those of us who are going to be thinking about these things for the rest of our lives, what can we eat and what can we drink? I suspect the challenge is twofold. One, to recognize how it is that God gives us these things that nourish us day after day after day to the present day. But also about how it is that life is about more than just food and drink. Follow me? These things can nourish the body, and thank God for them. We can use these things to nourish the body, but do they nourish the spirit? Do they nourish your soul? Brothers and sisters, I suspect we have to find that spiritual food and that spiritual drink that nurtures the soul, that feeds the spirit. In today's gospel, what does Jesus tell us? That he is that bread. that He is that water of life that's going to give us life. Okay? Remember what you ate yesterday? Remember what you drank yesterday? The question is this: how did you feed yourself spiritually yesterday? How did you find spiritual nourishment yesterday and this week? Have you been fasting since last Sunday spiritually? Or have you been finding ways to nourish yourself? Brothers and sisters, during this week ahead, it would be a shame to fast, to come here to Mass and then do nothing until next Sunday. Instead, this week, let's find ways to nourish ourselves, not physically, but spiritually.